La Isla Bonita, caressed by tropical island breezes and nature wild and free, has been immortalized in song by Madonna. It is a playground of the rich, a thriving tourism mecca. There seems no end to the island's potential as one of the world's premier destinations. Just north of San Pedro town, 5-star resorts and condominiums are popping up just about as fast as construction materials can be brought in by barge. This bridge, where a toll of $10 is charged for crossing, provides access to all that unbridled luxury. And it also provides access to San Mateo, a subdivision where the stench of garbage is a rude wake-up call.
Many rivers to cross, but I can't seem to find my way over.
For approximately 1,000 residents, San Mateo is home, the only home they know. Many of them have been here since 1997, when this area was just lagoon and swampland.
I'm the first person back here. When we first come live back here, yeah, back all I am in lagoon. All of this area I'm in lagoon. Then we have to walk in a deep water, swamp. We go way down to here for try to get to right at which part we used to go through alligator, big snake, all kind of thing for get here.
This subdivision is covered with garbage. Many of the homes are little better than listing shacks built on mounds of rotting trash or swamp. In places where the lagoon has not been beaten back, the homes are connected with networks of London bridges. It is incredible to imagine people raising their families here. Even more incredible is the knowledge that things used to be much worse. Just a couple years back, there were no streets in San Mateo, only these precariously perched wooden bridges.
The conditions back here has really improved as to health-wise because we used to have a lot of outbreaks back here. From the time I've been here, I've noticed, tremendous improvement. We had bridges, now we have roads that we can walk.
It really rough for we, sir. It really rough. But as how the people in the tell with the minister and the mayor and so on, they tell me that it will be better because they say whole back here will be street that this are just for now for full up the lagoons because whole area is a lagoon. This whole place is a lagoon by itself. So as far as now, there's plenty better because we may never ever believe this may full or no. We never ever believe this area could have full up, but then did it.
As hard as it may be to accept, for residents of San Mateo, the garbage is a good thing. It is trucked in by the town council and used as landfill. As evil and overbearing as the stench of rotting garbage becomes, it is a necessary evil and an unhealthy one.
Leave it at the water would get puff we foot so they walk right there in the pot of this stick and that kind of thing. This is simpler water get puff we foot each, and if you continue scratch it and look some things start to come per foot and when you see my boy foot right now, you know they make you see it. You gone out there and when you see for him foot, it badly have sick of the water right there. And then only adults for kids.
Very few of the homes in San Mateo have running water, electricity and septic tanks. Very few of the residents can afford it. Pastor Everett Palacio has been in San Mateo for 16 years. He is one of the fortunate few, relatively speaking.
Most of the people here are developers, of the island. They work either in the hotels and the restaurants, constructions. People from this area are really hard-working people. So most of the days you won't find a lot of people at home because they're working. One of the issues that I have taken up with even our area representative in this area is that, man, how much more harder do they want the residents of San Mateo, right, to work or to put in? We have been putting in, we put in so much, into our property. We pay the most in utilities, utility bill.
Daisy Cacho and many other residents of San Mateo can't afford it.
That's the roughest part of we life back here, especially summer we. I could have said majority, because nearly majority people like, only a few people that back here got water and light and so. But they don't really got the light path, they put one personal part too. Then you get light like for people we Fayana. If you could notice the long wire there, the lights what they get for people we from the.
Number one, we need light. There is a lot of children going to school. If you can look at the wiring, it's very dangerous very, very dangerous, because if we have a storm and we get one strike of lightning on one of those wires and fire starts, remember most of these homes are plywood, it will burn. So I would like to see light. I would like to see that everybody in this area get properly septic and also properly filling. And I think a lot it has to do with our government helping.
It is help these residents need, assistance with the things many of us take for granted.
I really want to walk and walk safe. I'm proud that I know that not no one bite me or not no one joke me, you know. And then make I could stay home and not smell no lot of funkiness and anything like that, because people back here when I got so rich. They stood in a bucket and dash in the lagoon for we then make I put in myself. For me, that's what me have to do.
San Mateo truly needs the proper infrastructure. You know, lands need to be filled. You know, so they need to pay more attention to us in San Mateo.
We need help. It's just like any rural community. The people of this community need government help. We really do. We really do need government help back here.
The terrible reality is that it is unlikely that the requested assistance will arrive anytime soon. Literally minutes away from broken down shacks, garbage, swamp, the stench of feces and poverty, a $7 million road project is underway to service the resorts of Northern and Burgess, because that, simply, is the priority of the authorities.
I am a great believer that we're supposed to first nurture the industry, because it is the industry that brings the money in. Without the industry, San Mateo, and not only San Mateo, San Pablo and none of the other subdivisions might exist. Maybe all this influx of people coming into the island would have to vacate, because if we cripple the industry, we're a total mess, because this island totally depends on tourism. Tourism is the bread and butter of the island, so we have to nurture the tourism industry. And that's something I was the one that decided, let's go north. Together with the area rep, we decided, let's go north and make sure we service all the hotels, because these are the big hotels bringing all the money. They pay all the bills. They're the ones paying the bills.
For the wealthy tourists who will visit those resorts, Ambergris Key is La Isla Bonita. It is unlikely that they will ever visit San Mateo, a forgotten slum on that beautiful island. Mike Rodon for News 5.